guys. Yes, we are standing by
Well, I'd like to
in
make
the worldwide arena. And Living Legend, it's great to be back with you.
Well, it's my pleasure, Professor, but we're not standing by. I've got a very comfortable seat here.
Well, it's good that you're in a comfortable situation to call this exclusive one-on-one matchup involving this youngster by the name of Alan Walker as he tries to make a name for himself here in World Championship Wrestling against a very accomplished wrestler as well as submission expert by the name of Robbie Rage.
I'll tell you, Robbie Rage does have a lot more experience, and that's something, all the working out, all the practicing of holds. I mean, you can practice putting on a hold 1,000 times, but when that bell rings and the cameras are rolling and the adrenaline's flowing and the people are yelling and screaming, forget all that practice. Experience leads the way. Rage not only has experience, check out those pectoral majors.
In tremendous condition is Robbie Rage, and he certainly proved himself in a previous stint here in World Championship Wrestling as one half of the High Voltage Tag Team. However, since that time, Larry, Robbie Rage has primarily been competing over in the Orient, in Japan. And when I spoke to him prior to this matchup, he said that he has been working almost exclusively on his submission technique to add that to his already quite tremendous wrestling skill.
Well, I tell you, it's a smart move. A lot of guys go over to the Orient. The Japanese, very disciplined. I mean, these guys are raised in dojos. You want to get some experience along with, away from the politics of American wrestling. Very smart to go to Japan because if you got the heart, if you could make the grade and survive a couple tours in Japan, you will be a lot more equipped to handle yourself over here where the big boys are wrestling.
And Larry, as you notice here in the early going, that submission skill and technique comes into play because we see that Robbie Rage has been working on one part of Alan Walker's body, and that's the arm. Walker able to duck the clothesline. Springs off the ropes, able to go through Rage. I think surprised him that time with a drop kick, and the second one was definitely on target.
Yeah, the second one was high enough.
Couldn't kick out by Rage.
See that first drop kick, Mike, hit him in the chest. Robbie Rage 2-6. Second one, though, Walker got it up high right in the jaw, and that snapped his head back. And that, he lost his balance. But when you get a headlock, don't hold on too long. He did.
Back to the basics for Walker, off the side headlock. Rage able to send him off into the ropes. And there's the belly-to-belly overhead release suplex by Rage.
Yeah, with authority, too. I mean, he just slammed him down. Walker getting up real slow and almost turning into a cat-and-mouse game here for Mr. Rage.
In his initial stint in WCW, we were certainly impressed with the various array of suplexes from Rage. A series of knife-edge chops takes Walker down to the mat. Surprised at this point that Rage didn't try to follow it up. Now he goes to work on the leg.
Oh, there you go. Get that ankle lock on there. But the suplexes, again, one of the things you're going to pick up in Japan. And these guys, you stand still too long, you're going for a free ride. Right here, Rage switched it up, went from the arm to the ankle. But I think with Mr. Walker's condition, it doesn't matter what he's working on.
Step over toe hold this time, taken from behind by Rage, and he's going to try and reach through. And a variation there of the STF submission hold. But as you see that Walker makes it to the ring ropes, gets the safety of the rope break before Rage brings him back in and drives the knee directly to the canvas.
Well, tomorrow morning when Walker wakes up, he may be sorry he made it to the ring rope. Could have easily passed right out, but give the guy credit. He's got some heart in there.
Rage almost had the submission win that he needed that time against Walker. Now very methodical in his offense. Scoop, has him up on the shoulder. Where's he going to take him? Not to the mat. This time drives him back first into the top turnbuckle.
But he's not done with him yet. He's going to run across again and just smash that lower back right into that turnbuckle and bam!
Corner to corner. And then a mid-ring power slam by Robbie Rage. Again, slow to follow up the advantage that he has, and I'm surprised again. He looked to the crowd that time for crowd reaction. Maybe he feels that confident.
Well, guys, looking at the crowd kind of being a braggadocious here, but you can feel your opponent. He's got him in trouble and could follow up with combinations. That's what I believe in, but another painful predicament right here to Cobra.
There it is, that crossface submission hold is applied, and he's followed up that great move, that backbreaker that he had with the submission hold, and Alan Walker taps out.
Well, he's got a strong upper body. Look at those pectoral majors bounce up and down like that.
Impressive win for Robbie Rage. We're back with more Worldwide after this.